On December the 6th, 2015, Heather Ciccone was found dead with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. She was found on Piney Branch Road in Spotsylvania County in the state of Virginia. The police bring in Joshua Williams for questioning regarding the homicide. I'll play the interrogation for you now. Do keep in mind, Heather and Joshua engaged in a sexual relationship. At the same time, Joshua was in a long-term relationship with Danielle Long. Later in this interrogation, the police do question Danielle, which I will show to you. The audio quality is not great. I have tried to enhance it, so I have added the subtitles so you can understand better. Now we pick up this interrogation after the police have read Joshua his Miranda rights, and they start asking him how he knows Heather.
Tell me how you know our victim. How do you know?
Man, I already know I don't know her, man. I don't know why everybody.
What's
man? We used to sleep together.
Okay.
That's how.
When's the last time you talked to her?
Text and talk almost every day.
How about between 9:30 and 10 last night?
I don't think I texted her then. I know I texted her at night, but she never responded to me. She never responded back to me when I texted her.
Where were you at between 10:30 and 11:30 last night?
I left from my brother's house around 10:30 and 11, so I was with my girl.
Where does your brother live? What area? You don't have to tell me an address, tell me the area.
He lives on the same street that y'all just took me from.
As you were at your brother's house and
Yeah, I asked him and she'll tell you the same thing.
When we check your phone's GPS and all that good stuff, why are we getting intel that she was with you last night?
Man, she was not with me, man. She was not with me last night. I texted her. If y'all can go look through the phones and everything, y'all will see that she didn't even respond to me last night, man.
you have any idea where she was at?
No, and I called and asked her friend this morning. The same people who always be around her every day. The same motherfuckers who just told me this morning that they weren't with her. And they be with her every day. I just talked to my homeboy Quan, and he told me that y'all was at her house. His parents and them came down there. She apparently, the same girl I called who always be with her, she said that her parents said out their mouth that she said she was going with this girl to help her with her car.
Well, we already know that was a lie.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I told her the same thing. I'm like, you tell her.
Who are the people she's always with?
She was a girl named Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
That's like really the only person that I can. And she always with guys.
You're Tyler is?
I can't put no. They bounce around in little groups. They got groups of guys they talk to.
Right.
That's how I know.
You seem to know her well enough. You slept with her a little bit well enough. Why would she be all the way over on Piney Branch Road?
You asking me a question I don't know.
Did you ever take her over there?
No, I never took her out there. What would I have?
I have no idea,
man.
I have no idea. What would she have to do out there?
I don't know. She is, okay, I'm gonna just say this. She is my friend, okay? She is a close friend to me. You ask anybody, me and her never had nothing. I don't give a fuck what she got going on with my son's mother. She probably means just as much to me as her. Mine is the kid. Okay. She is my fucking friend. Everybody will tell you that. Everybody knows me. They know I don't got nothing to do with none of this crazy shit that's going on. I hit her up, we talk. If she can come chill, she can come chill. She bring me food, that's my fucking friend. She bring me medicine when I'm sick. That's the shit we do. And other than all this other shit, this social media shit, with these people putting my name and involving me and all this shit, I don't know nothing about.
Why do you think they're doing that?
They is on social media. They just said it all job. Man, I'm not dumb. I know how all this shit go. They look at me, these motherfuckers don't even know me. Y'all reading down a sheet of paper that got a bunch of dumb shit on it did in my past. And that's what everybody going on because they saying my girl was threatening her or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I told her the same thing. Leave me out of that shit.
Let me ask you a question. All right. Well, going to tone it down a notch. Who would have, that you know of, might have set her up to do something like this?
Man, she talked to so many motherfuckers that I don't like.
Did she ever mention anybody by the name of Stephen Donald? Ronan Sampaio?
No, these are the motherfuckers that name you just said, these are the motherfuckers that I just told her to stay away from.
Sampaio?
I was just in jail with these same fucking people. I know them.
What do you know about them? I know them real well too. I'll tell you what I do. I'm the gang investigator for the area, so I deal with them all the time.
And that's how everybody knows her. Like, I just told her the same. She know a lot of people that I don't agree with, but I'm not her man, and I'm not the person to tell her who to pick and choose her friends. I'm done telling her about that. No, I can't. I honestly can't say I have.
How about Tone or Kendrick or anybody like that? You ever heard those names?
Yeah, those are the bunch of gang motherfuckers that she used to chill around. Those is all her friends. Now, for me to sit here and say that they done shit, I only know what she tells me. Shit that she tells me that they be into, they constantly got problems with each other, but then they chill around each other. So I told her off jump, don't involve me in none of that shit. I don't care about what you got going on. That's none of my business.
Well, yeah, do you think she'd tell you she got involved with something like that? She was trying to maybe earn some extra money, I don't know, maybe run some drugs for somebody, trying to get a little extra scratch. You think she'd tell you?
She told me that she did need money.
Okay.
But she works a job. She said she needs money for a lawyer. She just got in trouble.
Okay. And
do you think she would do something extra on the side to get some extra money? Maybe her job wasn't paying enough to do that?
Make what you went pay, right? So, I mean, that's...
And I'm not, she's past, that's my fucking friend, man. I'm not trying to say no.
We're trying to find out who killed her. We're trying to find out who killed her.
I understand that.
We need to find out every avenue, anybody that might have had something or something that she might have even thought about doing to help herself out that could have put her in a situation.
People use her all the time.
So far from the interrogation, there's 5 main points. Number 1, it's clear he's agitated from the beginning because these questions he's been asked over and over again and he's becoming impatient. Number 2, they asked him, why was she on Piney Road? He says, you're asking me a question I don't know. That's quite an elaborate answer. If you ask me, a simpler answer would be, I don't know. Number 3, he certainly looked at her very casually given how he's describing her. Number 4, when the police asked if he knew Steve, the person they mentioned, he paused for a while, then said he knew them from jail. This indicated to the police that he knows something or he knows some people involved with this case. Finally, they keep asking, does she need money? It seems the police know more than what he thinks and they're asking him to lead him to the evidence that they have. Now let's continue.
We need to know anybody that she might have been hanging around with that could have put her in this situation. Anybody.
She hang with all the criminals.
You talking about all the ones I named for you?
She hang with more people than that.
Does she?
She be with all these fucking gangbangers. Why? I don't know. I answer this shit.
You ever heard of you? Did she ever mention anybody by the name of Lego? Goes by Lego?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a fucking crip or something. I just hear, and a lot of these things I didn't even hear from her. I hear from just guys talking, show she be with this person. So for me to tell you right now that, yeah, she talked about them, no. But guys talk. And that's what they talk about. Oh, she was with these people, you know what I'm saying? But I cannot sit here and say, like, where her loyalties lie with them or what she has really done with them. She told me they turned up. Oh, we turned up. Turn up can consist of anything. Doing drugs, selling drugs. I don't know what she did. I can't sit here and I'm not trying to put nobody else. A million people don't know how to put my name in this shit. I done heard like 10 different stories of some shit that done happened with this shit. I'm not trying to put nobody else's name in it that I don't know. And that's just that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to not cooperate with nothing. I will tell y'all, I have slept with her. We talk all the time. I don't keep track of when I'm talking to her. I don't monitor our calls. And the only time I don't pick the phone up for her will be if my baby mom is right beside me.
All right, well, here's the deal. We got your phone. We got her phone.
Okay.
And we're going to be able to correlate what you're telling us.
All right.
If you're telling us the truth, you got nothing to worry about.
All right.
But if your phone doesn't put you on Cleveland court, if your phone tells us you were talking to her during those hours that we know that she was missing and it turns out dead, then we're going to come back for it. We're giving you your chance now to come 100% clean. Or you hear something down the road, you need to contact us and give us some information. And you can stay under the radar. You can stay confidential, but we need to know who killed this girl. They didn't just kill her, they assassinated her. This was a freaking hit.
Now, as the interrogation continues, where he says, I don't know, they keep asking who could do this, and he replies, I don't know. But if you look at his body language here, to me, it seems he's about to crack. The police let him go because they don't have enough evidence yet. So now we'll move the interrogation forward to Danielle Long.
I'm basically going to talk with you about the charges that I have on you right now, and I'm also going to talk with you about, obviously, while we were over at your house a couple of weeks ago. Myself and Detective Lay, we did a search warrant on your house. We're homicide investigators. I'm investigating the death of Heather Ciccone, okay? This is your chance. I talked with you briefly that night. I took you in the back room. I know what you said. We know what was going on before she died. But let me put it to you this way. You didn't give me an alibi that night. You told me you were with some girl named Tiffany watching the game, and you wanted to speak with a lawyer before you gave me Tiffany's last name.
I didn't say that.
Okay,
I said I needed a lawyer if you wanted to ask me any questions regarding that, and I will state that again because I answered all of your questions.
Okay. Let me just tell you this. I'm going to give you one opportunity, and it's going to be now. We have phone records. We've arrested other people. I've talked with numerous individuals. We have your son right now. This is getting serious. I have other charges. If you know anything at all about her death, who was involved, now's the time to talk with me. I really find that hard to believe, Danielle.
I don't know. I didn't like her. That's no secret. But that doesn't mean that I know she dealt and fucked everybody. So I don't know who did this. I don't know. I told you that. Any further questions? I need a lawyer because I gave you everything that I have, which is nothing. All I can tell you is what you guys have printed in the newspaper. I don't know anything.
With the way it came out, especially because you had a beef with her before this happened, that's why it didn't look really good for you.
And I understand. I told you that right.
Right.
Do you have any? You might not know, but do you have any of your own suspicions? I mean, you admitted I didn't like her.
I didn't like her. She's
know anybody else?
In my opinion, she was a fucking hoe. She could have been going out to fuck somebody for all I know.
Right.
I don't know what she was into. That's why I didn't like her. I don't associate my people with sluts.
Okay, I get that. That's good.
Okay.
Do you have any suspicions of anybody else?
I have no idea because, again, she did not just mix in with one crowd of people.
Right.
I don't even know. The only person I know that she hangs out with is the girl Tiffany, or not Tiffany, Tyra Gale, or whatever her last name is.
Okay.
Tyra's with her 24/7. Y'all should be asking her questions. 24/7.
Okay.
She even hit me up. Heather used to hit me up through Tyra to threaten me, tell me come to her house.
Was Tyra a mutual friend of yours?
No.
No.
I didn't hang out with Tyra.
Okay. Let me just ask you this, Danielle, and you're still agreeing to talk with us. I've read you your rights. You don't have to respond to this if you don't want to. We're homicide investigators, obviously, with everything that you posted on social media. And I understand that it was coming from both ways. I understand that it wasn't just you. You made some fake Facebook pages. I understand that Heather made some fake Facebook pages. I understand that you were very upset with her for the relationship she was having with your baby's daddy. That doesn't mean you killed her? No. But let me do this. We come and do a search warrant on your house, and then you leave that house with personal belongings still in the house. We don't know where you went. I talked with your landlord. He doesn't know where you went. We go to Geico, you don't show back up at Geico. We talked to the security officer there. Evidently, you told Geico that your house got shot up, and we were your personal security, I guess, until you figured out what was going on. Is that not what you told Geico?
What? Like, at this point, I don't even want to talk to John anymore. Because I don't have anything else to say.
Okay.
Mark Gardner said that he would represent me.
That's fine.
So you said that you're familiar with Mark Gardner?
I am familiar with Mark Gardner. That's fine. If you don't want to talk to me anymore, that's fine. That's not what an innocent person does.
I don't have anything to give you. You want me to tell you, what, a lie? So you can charge me with obstruction of justice? I don't know anything. I can't tell you something I don't know.
We now go back to another interrogation that took place a few months after. This is Joshua at the police station. There seemed to have been an incident of domestic violence between Joshua and his baby mama, Danielle. Danielle was in the hospital wearing a gown. She had marks on her face. So the police bring in Joshua, and they're now going to talk to her about the domestic violence incident as well as Heather.
Right. I assume we're talking about the homegirl. You talking about Heather? Okay. We talking about her telling the whole truth? You talking about that as well?
You know, I'm talking about this, whatever this shit she can tell the whole truth. If she involved in this, she need to tell the whole truth about all this shit, man. She got my life fucked up right now. She fucked my life up.
She need to tell the truth about Heather too.
So whatever she involved in, but just like I just told him, he asked me, am I 100% sure that she did or didn't do it? I don't know what she did. I can tell you that me knowing Danny, I can't say that I can see her doing it. But I don't know, man. After this shit today, I don't know who working with her, man. Somebody is trying to get me, man. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about, man. And for a long time, I thought it was y'all. Until she come back, her homegirl sent me a picture like, yo, she sent me a picture. Well, she sent the picture for me to see, but not to my phone, right? And when I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, her whole face fucked up. And she telling me in the phone calls after that, not knowing that I seen her face, that she okay. And telling me she didn't go to the hospital, but in the picture you got a hospital gown on. So I'm like, yo, what you playing games for? Why you playing with me out everybody? Why you playing with me? And we don't see eye to eye, man. Even before all that other shit, she been kicking me out. We never was on good terms. That's why I never would understand why y'all would feel like I'm just going out my way to protect her or she going to. We not on good terms. I care for Heather as much as I care for her. And as simple as that. She just happened to be the mother of my son. It don't go farther than that. It don't go past that. All of this other shit that's going on, man, it just slowly been fading off more and more ever since this shit with Heather. I
can imagine since that happened, Josh, it's been almost 5 months since that happened. She was killed December 6, 2015. I can imagine your life's been a living hell since that happened. If you know what happened to her, if Danny was involved, you know what happened to her, now's your time to tell us. Because we can help you out. If you want to have a future with your son, and I think your son is the most important part of your life right now, I think you'd agree with that. Now is your time to tell us what happened. We've been working this investigation for 5 months, and she deserves some justice. She deserves, if you know the people responsible for that, and I know we came at you hard, that's because on the streets, all we hear is you involved. Josh. If you know what happened to her, and I gotta believe you were close to her, and you have an idea, or you know who did that, you know who put that bullet in the back of her head, now's the time to tell us. And I promise you, we can make this stuff, we can make this go away, we can help you with your son, but you gotta talk with us.
Man, listen. Now I come in here and I tell you the truth every time. You sit here and you always do this shit to me, man.
Josh, I know you're hurt, man. I know you cared about her.
I don't nobody know what the fuck I feel like right now, man. Y'all about to lock me up for this shit when I got her ass.
Okay, hey, when you got her on the phone saying what? That she did it herself?
You said so on the phone, Josh, that you don't think she did it. Do you really think she did that to herself? No. What do you think she told us today?
Today or yesterday?
Today. Before we talk to you, what do you think Daniel told us?
I really don't know.
Take a guess. What are we doing now?
That I hit her.
Who?
Yes.
And what does the evidence look like? From your perspective, does it look like she was hit? I'm just asking you, Josh. I'm not trying to.
Just we're not playing games with you. I promise you that, man.
No, it doesn't have to be that way.
I don't know shit about this other shit, man.
Josh, did Danny kill her?
I'm telling you, I don't fucking know, man. You sitting there asking me, I don't know.
Obviously, it looks, she came in here today. She said that you hit her. I know we had this conversation on her phone, but we've been talking with her for the last 2 hours, and that's what she said. She was in a vehicle with you. Y'all were driving around. Y'all were arguing, and you hit her. You hit her several times in the face, is what she's saying. And what does the evidence look like? I wasn't in the car when it happened. We got to go where the evidence leads us. Just like with this homicide, Josh, we're working. We got to go where the evidence leads us. And right now, the evidence is pointing at you. If that's not the truth, you need to help us out and let us know.
You're getting bad word on the street, Josh, and you got to think about Z.
Man, I'm not saying my fucking son, man. Y'all sitting here fucking playing with me, man.
How do you think we're playing with you?
We're not playing with you, man.
Man, y'all just told me what she said, man. I'm going to fucking jail,
We're not
man.
playing. We're trying to be honest with you is what we're doing.
It seemed to me that the police were trying to stir the pot between Josh and Danielle even further by making him guess what she said, put him in an uncomfortable position. The police then slowly reached forward toward him to console him, telling him if he's honest, everything will be okay and he's not a bad guy at all. For 30 minutes straight, Josh is just sitting there and he's just crying. So we will now pick up the interrogation where Officer Reed shows Josh the body of Heather from the crime scene.
Let me show you that, man. You think she deserved that? I don't care what she did. Nobody deserves to have that happen. Nobody deserves to have a bullet put in their back of the head and die. That's real, man. Nobody deserves to have that happen to her. I know you cared about her. You need to help us get justice for her and for her family. You didn't become a suspect in our investigation by accident. I didn't just pick your name out of a hat, man. We've been working this case for 5 months. You need to help us, man. Help her, man. I know you cared about her. I never said you didn't. But you need to help us because I know you know what happened that night, man. I know you do. If you did this to her, you know who did it, now's the time to tell me, and I can try to help you out. But that's real, man. Tell me what happened that night, man. Tell me what happened. I want you to tell me who did that to her. And like we talked about earlier, you need to think about you at this moment. You need to think about your son, and you need to think about this. You need to think about Heather. Tell me what happened, man. Tell me so we can move on.
Man,
Come on, Josh. I mean,
told you.
What did you tell me?
To the point with now, man.
What's that?
I'm just tired of talking. Just take me to jail, man. Y'all don't believe the shit I'm saying. Lock me the fuck up, man. I'm tired. I need to go to sleep, man. Take me to jail. I need to go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking. Take me to jail.
Let me ask you this. Did you set her up that night? Is that what happened? Did she get set up?
I'm
talking about her, man. Why was she doing all the way out on Piney Branch Road? She didn't know where the hell she was going. Did you know somebody in that area? Or did one of your friends know? So why was she out there?
I don't know. And everybody keep talking to me about this money shit and all of this.
What money shit?
Y'all keep saying, when the last time I was in here, y'all was saying somebody set her up. Why the fuck would I set her up when I'm...
You know what she was doing that night? Do you know what she was doing? Did she reach out to you and tell you what she was doing that night? Do you have any idea what she was doing?
No. What was she doing? What was she doing? Apparently you could tell me what was she doing. You asking
Yes,
me.
I understand that.
What was she doing?
She was out there trying to get dope that night is what she was doing. And I think she reached out to you to get dope.
That's a lie, dog.
That's a lie, dog. Then what was she doing that night then?
Unless she was doing it on the low, I know she don't do that shit.
I know if she was doing that, she would have reached out to you. I know you're the first person she would have called.
Man, me and her don't ever talk about shit like that. We don't talk no drug shit. We have a sex and a friend relationship. Don't ask me for no. I don't fuck with girls who be on dope and those hard fucking drugs. No. Everybody who know me will tell you that. She not gonna tell me she on dope and then think I'm about to sleep with you. I don't know what the fuck you got. The needles you been putting on you, what I look like sleeping with somebody.
Let me ask you, were you pissed at her because you think you slept with her and she gave you an STD? Because the rumor is that she had sexually transmitted diseases, and that was one of the reasons why she was killed, because you were pissed at her because she slept around with you and gave you something. Is that what happened?
Me being mad at her. So if I got it, then my baby mom got it.
I have no idea. I'm just asking. That would piss me off if I slept with a girl and she had a sexually transmitted disease and I didn't know about it, and then suddenly my baby mama's telling me, where the hell is this coming from?
All we did was build on positive shit. And that's all. Fuck. When I was about to leave Danny, I was gonna be with her. Fuck, I was like being with a dope fiend and all this shit. That's why I tell y'all that I know y'all know more than what y'all saying, man.
Yeah, we know more than what we're saying, Josh. And everything keeps on pointing back to you. Why is that? Is that coincidence? Is that just people? Why is that, man?
Listen.
Tell me, man.
Just lock me up, man. Take me to jail right now. I don't got nothing else to say.
Okay. You know I'm gonna be able to put you with her that night, right?
Just lock me up, man, and put me in jail.
You don't want to say anything at all. You don't want to say anything else.
I don't. What else do I have to say?
If you cared about her so much, and I believe you did, I know she was sleeping with you.
No, you don't, because you sitting here in my fucking face telling me that I killed her. Who the fuck care about somebody that they care about? So you know I don't. So
if you didn't kill her, I know you know who did. You cared about her that much, but you let somebody murder her, and then for 5 months, you don't find out who did it to her? You don't have any idea who did this to her.
You know why I don't look?
Why don't you look?
You know why I don't say nothing about it on my Facebook?
Why?
You know why? Because y'all motherfuckers. Y'all showed up to my house, kicked my door in. I couldn't even go to her fucking wake over there by the fucking dump. I'm at the vigil by the dump because so many people were saying stuff. So many people were saying stuff to me about it being inappropriate with me showing up and my baby mom being the one that y'all saying did it. I couldn't go to a funeral because y'all got my address on the fucking Spotsylvania Sheriff's Department website. I couldn't go do none of that shit with her. I couldn't show no love, go to no funerals, no wakes, no none of this shit. So don't tell me about who care about who give a fuck about what, because y'all don't give a fuck about the situations y'all put me in. I couldn't even go see one of my best friends. Funeral. Wait. None of that. Don't tell me about shit, man. Y'all see me sitting right here, y'all see me crying, because y'all don't know what the fuck I'm crying for, man.
Why can't you look at it, Josh? Why can't you look at it?
Because I don't give a... What you want me to look at you and say?
Because I'm not sitting over there. I'm looking at you when I'm talking to you, Josh.
Yeah, I don't listen. Because I want you to go to jail. What type do you not understand? I am tired. Like I said, I've been up since 7 in the fucking morning. Probably... I don't even think I can't remember nothing I ate.
7 in the morning? Josh, it's 6:30 in the evening. We've all been up since 7 in the morning. That's what having a job is, Josh.
Exactly.
Yeah. 7 in the morning, you're tired.
Nigga, I don't take me to fucking jail. That's what y'all want to hear. I've been sitting here telling you this shit for a fucking hour. Now y'all done beat around the bush and did all this extra shit with me to help us. We know it's not you. Now y'all sitting in my fucking face trying to tell me it is me. Come on, man. That's why I said that's why I don't want to even talk to y'all, period. Because every time I turn around, you're always trying to flip some shit on me, dog.
We ain't trying to flip anything. You're just diverting because you don't want to tell the truth. And that's fine, but don't put it on.
All right.
What is happening right now is you don't want to tell us the truth. This is exactly what's happening. You don't want to tell us the truth. I'm fine with that. You're not the first person who want to tell me the truth. But don't then be a bitch and turn around and put it on us. You don't want to tell us the truth. Okay, I'm fine with that. But don't put it on us like it's our fault. We
No,
came straight.
no.
We did not explain to play games.
You said I'm not telling the truth.
You're not. So I'm fine with that.
Then lock me the fuck up, man.
You're not.
Then can y'all lock me up? We're gonna lock you up very soon.
Yeah.
Josh, very soon.
We tried to help you out, man.
Listen, I wasn't bullshitting with you about your son. I promise you, man. He seems like a great kid, and if you want to see him again, okay,
I know he's my son.
if you want to have any chance of seeing him, now's the time to talk. Because I promise you, we're going to charge you with this murder. And when it comes to court, I'm going to look at the judge, I'm going to look at the Commonwealth Attorney in the eye, and I'm going to say, Josh didn't want to help himself out.
Up until this point, Joshua stands his ground. He claims to the police he knows nothing, he doesn't know what happened. He then asks to call his mother. This is the conversation with his mother.
What's everybody else? Listen, I need you to give me a lawyer, Mom. No, I'm not, Mom. You always say okay. Man, don't sit here and lie to me, Mom. I don't care. You always say that. Don't lie to me, Mom. If you don't got no money, then say you don't got no... Mom, listen to me. Listen to me. Right now, I need you more in my life than anybody. You tell me that you're going to give me a lawyer, I'm going to go to sleep tonight thinking that you're going to give me a lawyer. If you can't, just tell me you can't. Mom, don't sit here and lie to me. Yeah, I got your number. Yeah, well, I'm going to call you. But listen. No, you don't, man. Listen to the fuck I'm saying. Damn. Listen, Mom. Give me a lawyer. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, so to conclude on this story for you, during the trial, Joshua pled not guilty. You are looking at the timeline of the trial itself. You can press pause if you'd like to read it fully. Eventually, Joshua was sentenced to a total of 38 years in prison. Why? You see, what actually happened is on December the 6th, 2015, Heather Ciccone had gone to the location, Piney Road, to complete a marijuana deal that had been arranged by Joshua himself. Now, during this time, the weeks leading up to this event, Danielle Long, the mother of Joshua's children, had found out that Heather and Joshua were in a sexual relationship. So, in a rage of jealousy, she slowly convinced Joshua that Heather was a police informant and she's out to get him. So Joshua arranged to have Heather killed. The man who actually shot Heather is Jonathan Vegerano, and he was sentenced to life in prison.